It's November, and you know what that means. It's Kansas Reads to Preschoolers Month. Every year we celebrate literacy and share one of our favorite books with preschoolers across the entire state. Building early literacy skills is crucial for children because we know that it prepares them to learn when they enter school later on. It also helps them to associate books and reading with fun and excitement. By sharing this year's book, Groovy Joe, Ice Cream and Dinosaurs, with the preschoolers in your life, you will be one of thousands of Kansans sharing their love of stories this November. To help you do this, the Youth Services staff of the Wichita Public Library have put together this amazing video with songs, activities, and more to help you and your preschooler dive into the world of Groovy Joe. First, let me show you how you can read this awesome book. Visit wichitalibrary.org and click the Kids menu at the top of the page. Scroll down to the Find Great Reads menu and click on that as well. Scroll down one final time to find the Scholastic BookFlix link. If you are logging in from home, you'll need to enter your library card number. Once you've logged into BookFlix, go to the title search bar and type in Groovy Joe. This will take you to the dashboard for the Groovy Joe Ice Cream and Dinosaurs book. You can watch the story in either English or Spanish, read the nonfiction companion book, Milk to Ice Cream, or do some great educational puzzles and games. You can also dive deeper by exploring some educational links, or read the bios for the author and illustrator.
Hi everybody, Miss Nina here with my friend Monkey. We're here today to talk about sizes. We have 3 spoons, a small spoon, a big spoon, and a huge spoon. Monkey, did you know that another word for small is little? Yes, a small spoon for a little monkey just like you. Now next to our small spoon, we have a big spoon. We could also call this a large spoon. A large spoon would hold a big bite of ice cream. Oh, yum! Next to the big spoon, we have a huge spoon. What's that, Monkey? You're right. We could also call this an enormous spoon. Monkey, what if an enormous dinosaur used the huge spoon to eat ice cream? Yes, that would be great, wouldn't it? A huge spoon, a big spoon, and a small spoon. What's that, Monkey? You want to hold the small spoon? Okay. But Monkey, what are you going to do with the small spoon? You are? Why, that's a great idea. Monkey says that he's going to take the small spoon and find Miss Carol and Miss Katrina and eat ice cream. I think I'll go with you, Monkey. I'll take the big spoon. Goodbye, everyone.
Mrs. Carroll here, along with Miss Katrina, Youth Services Librarians with the Wichita Public Library. We're here to talk about something sweet. Ice cream. Ice cream is on our minds today because of this year's title for Kansas Reads to Preschoolers. Groovy Joe, Ice Cream and Dinosaurs by Eric Litwin. We decided to celebrate Kansas Reads to Preschoolers by making ice cream here at the library, inside a plastic bag. You can do that right along with us at home. But first, what goes into ice cream? Well, we work at a library after all. We know where to find things out. Let's go see what Ms. Katrina has discovered.
Hello. All right, this is what I've discovered. We are going to need milk, sugar, flavorings like vanilla or chocolate or butter pecan or strawberries, whatever you like. And then we're going to need 3 other things. We are going to need ice, salt, and air.
Ice and salt and air?
That's what we need. Now it's time for us to get our ingredients ready.
Right, here's what you need to make one small serving of ice cream. 1/2 cup of milk, or half and half, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, 6 tablespoons of ice cream rock salt, 1 pint-sized food storage bag, 1 gallon-sized food storage bag, and ice.
Carol, those ingredients sound delicious. But you know, I can't actually have milk, so I think I would make my ice cream a little bit differently. I would use something like bananas, peanut butter, and maybe a milk substitute. But you can make your ice cream with all sorts of different things, and the procedure is just about the same. Are we ready to get started? Okay, let's give you just a moment to get all of your ingredients together.
First, you take 1/2 cup of the milk, or half and half, pour it into the plastic bag, add 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. Seal that bag tight. It might not hurt to put a little tape across the top just in case. Next, put half of the ice inside the large plastic bag. Now put in the small plastic bag, put in the rest of the ice, and add the salt. Seal it shut and begin to shake. So why do we need the ice and the air and the salt? We didn't add those to the other ingredients.
Okay, here's what's happening. We need to freeze the milk and the sugar and the vanilla and turn them into ice cream. So the salt will lower the temperature at which the ice refreezes. Now this makes everything in the bag even colder. And that, in turn, will make your milk and your sugar colder, and it'll make it cold enough to freeze. Now, if you stopped shaking, what would happen is you would get one big lump of milk-flavored ice, kind of like a popsicle or an ice cube. Now, shaking mixes air into the sugar and the milk and the vanilla, and it keeps the ice crystals from getting too big. That way, it's nice and smooth when you try to eat it.
Mmm, delicious.
Now our hands got really cold and really tired shaking that bag. So there are other ways that you can make ice cream at home. For instance, we've got this nice little thing here. Looks a lot like a hamster ball, doesn't it? Now it does the same thing that our bag did. What you do is you put your ice and your salt in this side here, and you seal it up tight. And you put your milk and your ice cream mix in this side, and you seal it up tight again. And then you find a friend, and you just sit and you roll it back and forth on the floor until everything is frozen. Now, if that's going to make your hands tired too, because it does take a while, you can actually have a machine make it. And we've got a big machine here. This one, you put your ice cream mix inside of your metal tube. You take the paddle, and the paddle takes the place of all of that shaking. Put that in. And then this sticks up right out of the top. And that way, it'll turn. And what makes it turn is our motor here. So you would put your canister into this big tub. You would put your motor on top, snap it down, and then you plug it in, and that machine will make the ice cream for you. Now the problem is, with all that ice and salt in that outside bucket, this machine is very messy and very noisy. And some people don't really want to have that in their kitchen. So there is another type that you can get. And this is for on your counter at home. What you would do is the same thing. You've got this base here. You put this whole thing in your freezer. And when it is solid, you take it out. You put your paddle inside. You put your motor on top. And then you pour all of your liquid right in here. you plug it in, you turn it on, and it'll make ice cream for you right in your kitchen. Doesn't take too long to do. So those are some of the ice cream technologies that are out there, but there are a lot more. In fact, I believe Miss Carol has one to show us.
And this is what my dad used when he was growing up on a farm during the 1930s and 40s. They didn't have electricity yet on the farm, so they could only eat their ice cream in winter. That's when it got cold enough for the ice to freeze in the stock tank. So my dad and his father would go out and chop up some ice and crush it and come inside. My grandma would pour milk and sugar into a canister like Katrina showed us. This went inside along with a paddle like this. Next, Grandma put on the lid and a crank. This fastened into the top like that. And Dad turned the handle around and around and around. It took my dad almost 30 minutes before the ice cream was ready. His arm was really tired. And then he would scoop up a bowl and eat it and shiver next to the old coal-burning stove inside the old farmhouse.
Oh wow, Mrs. Carroll, that's a really neat machine. And I found something about one of those machines in my books here. Did you know that kids have been using machines like that to make ice cream since 1843? That's a really long time ago. If you want to learn more about how to make your own ice cream, or just more about the history of ice cream, be sure to check out some books from the Wichita Public Library.
Hi, I'm librarian Lena, and this is my daughter Helena. We're gonna do a song about ice cream this morning. So you can do it with us. Find a piece of paper and ask your grown-up to make sure it's not an important paper before you do this. Here you go, take it. And then I want you to crumple it up in a ball like it's a piece of ice cream, like a scoop of ice cream. Crumple it up in a little ball.
Can we use some green too?
Good job. Okay, you got your ball of ice cream? Yum, yum, yum. What flavor do you think purple would be?
Great.
Grape? What flavor do you think mine is?
Blueberry.
Blueberry, very good. All right, you've got your ice cream. Yum, yum, yum. All right, ready for your song? Okay. If you have some ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. If you have some ice cream, put it in your head. Is that where ice cream goes? No. Let's try again. If you have some ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. If you have some ice cream, put it on your knees. Is that where it goes?
Ow.
Ow. If you have some ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. If you have some ice cream, put it on your toes. Silly. If you have some ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. If you have some ice cream, put it on your back. If you have some ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. If you have some ice cream, put it on your, where? Cheeks? Put it on your cheek. That's messy. If you have some ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. If you have some ice cream, put it on your elbow. Where's your elbow? Elbow. All right, last one. Where does ice cream really go? If you have some ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. If you have some ice cream, put it in your mouth. Ew, did you really eat that? Did you really eat that? Good job, guys.
Is it Gigantosaurus or Giganotosaurus? Hi! Dinosaur names can be really long, really hard to say, but a lot of fun too. You'll have different names like Ankylosaurus and Dimetrodon, and they can be really hard to remember. But we can add some of them to a song, and that'll help a lot. All right, this is sung to the tune of Alouetta, and we're going to sing it very slowly the first time, and the second time we're going to speed it up a little bit. Now, there are going to be 7 dinosaur names in this song, and when you hear Tyrannosaurus Rex, be sure to roar. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Allosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Allosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, roar! Stegosaurus, Troodon, Triceratops, Pteranodon, dinosaurs, 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 dinosaurs. Oh, oh, oh. Allosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Allosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, roar! All right, one more time, just a little bit faster. Here we go. Allosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Allosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, roar! Stegosaurus, Troodon, Triceratops, Pteranodon, dinosaurs, 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 dinosaurs. Oh, oh, oh. Allosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Allosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, roar! Yay! Good job!
Hi, I'm Librarian Lena. We're gonna play a memory game. In the book, Groovy Joe opened his door and found some hungry dinosaurs. So we're gonna open these doors and see what's behind them. Are you ready? All right. What color is this door? Oh, and who is that? Is that one of the dinos from the book? What color is he? Purple? What color is this door? It's red. Oh, who's behind that? An orange dinosaur. Can you see what's in his hand? Some ice cream. All right, what color is this door? Orange, like the last dinosaur. Do you think there's gonna be another dino behind this one? Oh my goodness. That looks like an angry dinosaur. It's roaring. What color is that dinosaur? Green. All right. What color dinosaur do you think is behind this one? This is the yellow door. Oh, that's not a dinosaur. Who is that? Who that is? That's Groovy Joe from the book. All right, this is a green door. Who do you think's behind there? Oh, it's another dinosaur. What color is that dinosaur? Pink. And one more door. What color is this? Pink. Oh, that's not a dinosaur either. Who is that? It's Pete the cat. That's so silly. All right, good job. Now we'll see how well you remember. Do you remember who was behind this blue door? Is this where Groovy Joe was? No. Do you remember what color the dinosaur was behind the blue door? Were you right? It's the purple one. Good job. Do you remember who was behind this green door? What color the dinosaur was? It was pink. Did you remember? Good job. Do you remember where Groovy Joe was? Was he behind the orange one? Was Groovy Joe over here? No. Was Groovy Joe behind the red one? No. Let's try this one. Is this where Groovy Joe was? Behind the yellow? Yes! Good job. Good job. Let's all invite them in like Groovy Joe did in the book. He said, "Love my doggy ice cream. Love my doggy ice cream. It's awesome to share." Thank you for watching and joining us for Kansas Reads to Preschoolers Month. Check out our website, wichitalibrary.org, for more ideas and fun for you and your preschooler.